What up, dude? What are we doing today? We are going to the table, and I'm going to show you a cool new tool I found. And if you saw our previous video, we used it, but I didn't show you how. So I'm going to show you a quick demonstration on our table. It's a little drizzling today here in Texas. Still warm because it's Texas, but let's get to it. This is a new tool I saw on the interwebs, and I want to try it out. That's the name of the company, TolRet. I'll put a link in the description. And it is a rivet tool. Comes with instructions. They're pretty clear, but I'm going to show you how they work. I wouldn't say they're perfect. They could be a little bit better on the instructions. I've already used this. I used it to put some thread inserts on my side skirts and on the front lip of the Alfa Romeo. So, what does this include? This is the tool, and these are all the different adapters. As you can tell, you got adapters from M5, M8, M6. M6 is preloaded, and then you have also SAE standard, 8/32, quarter inch, 5/16, etc. So these are all different adapters that would slide into the tool to allow you to thread in different inserts. It also includes a bunch of inserts. Here's 5/16. Looks like all the bronze ones are standard SAE, and then the aluminum ones are, metric. This is M8. I use the M6, so that's this one. It's already open. Let's show you how this works. Okay, here's your tool, and it ratchets. You can hear the ratchety. And you can change directions, just like a normal ratchet, so you can tighten and untighten. Okay, now you'll see here, when this comes new, and I just figured it out, it wasn't really in the instructions, this is really snug. I put the ratchet on the up position on this side, so this would be my left-hand side, and I turned it this way to loosen it. So as you loosen it, you'll see, and hopefully it'll focus up on it here, it's got some lines on it, and that's kind of like the lines of where you want to preload to get your rivet started. Okay, if you want to disassemble, no big deal. You just take this apart, take this apart, and this pulls out like that. It has a little lock ring on it right here. This has a lock ring to put it back together. And again, if you want to swap out, all these different heads are the same thing. They just, obviously different thread pitch here and a different lock head here. You just slide this guy in, put it into place, get this guy in there, and thread it back in, just hand tight, you're good to go. This is an M6, says so right there, M6. I'll show you how it works. Alright, on my table of things here, I drill a lot of holes into this table. It's my old plastic table. If I need to test something, I just drill it into here. Don't really use it for anything other than setting stuff on it and working on things. This is an M6, and you can see here I've already done one. So I drill the hole here, and you can look it up. I always forget what size hole this is. Actually, I'll put it up on the thing. And it slides right in. So we're going to thread it on. Yeah, I'm holding the back so the back don't spin here. Thread it on. Okay. Now I'm doing this with the ratchet up. You see that? So it can go down and it can go up. I'm doing it with a ratchet up. Okay? It's almost like reverse of what you're used to. Okay? That being said, let's tilt this guy a little this way. And then we're just going to hold one side and ratchet with the other. Very simple. I think this is so much easier than doing the scissor style that you press it with. Now, you can watch it, and what I do is I look, and I wiggle this, and if the rivet is on snug and not moving around on the substrate you're inserting it on, I usually call that good. And I'm not making a lot of effort. Look, just one finger, you know, not a lot of effort. This is really nice. It's on there snug. You know, I can lift the table with it. Sorry, hit the camera. Let's back that up just a little bit. It's on there really good on a plastic table. Now, to undo this, we're gonna turn the ratchet and just get this to where it loosens up. That's it. And then you just bring it out like normal, and bam, you have a nice threaded insert in there. Let's get a little closer. It's nice and tucked in there. Looks really, really good. I like it. There you go. Very simple. I don't do a lot of tool reviews, but I thought this one was really cool. It came in handy. I've been driving the car for over a week now. None of my rib nuts fell out. That means it did its job. I think it's a lot easier to do than clamping scissors, you know, like this. Here, let me show you what I mean. This guy, that's my old one. I've had that one for a long time. It still works. Can't even remember where I bought this. It might have been Harbor Freight. I've had this for years. But when you get something that's really strong, it's a pain in the butt. And to hold that level, pain in the butt. Then you got this one. It gives you a ton more leverage, right? Because it's got longer handles. But what if you're in a tight spot where you need this, but you can't? Anyways, do you need all three? No, I've just accumulated 3 of them. I don't think I'm going to be using this one or this one too much. I really like the way this works, and I don't use them all the time. I'm not a fabrication shop that needs to put inserts in all the time. But this was, I think, cost me $60. I just looked it up. Currently today, it's like $56 on Amazon. I think it's a great tool for the price. Something to add into your toolbox when you need to fab up something. I'm going to put a link in the description. I don't get a lot from it, but every little bit counts. You know how that goes. Hit the subscribe, hit the follow. Not a big tool guy as far as reviewing tools, but we do use some in the garage because we do a lot of our own work, and I wanted to share a cool one I found. Awesome new riveting tool, ratcheting riveting tool for thread rivets. These are not for pop rivets. This is for thread insert rivets, Rivnuts. Have a great week, y'all. God bless.